everyone, welcome to BizzTalk World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Mr. Abhinav G. Pandey with us. Abhinav is a multi-branch Polyglot professional with over 12 plus years of hands-on technology, leadership, and consulting experience in banking and financial services, healthcare services, and life sciences, telecom, oil and gas, energy and utilities, and much more. And if I start talking about the sectors that he has worked with, it would take me another forever. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to Mr. Pandey himself. So hi Abhinav, how are you?
Hey Nikhil, thanks for having me. I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm doing great. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
The pleasure is all mine.
No, it's equally ours. And yeah, so firstly, I would like to, just like you ask you, like, if you
Sure.
can brief us about your journey so far.
Okay. Oh, so that is one of the questions that I get very often, right? So yeah, so if I have to talk about my journey, I will say it has been very fascinating journey so far, right? So I have been fortunate enough to have worked across multiple industries and sectors and domains across interesting problem spaces, right? So I have worked on a variety of problems across industries, sectors, and domains, right? From working with giant conglomerates such as Siemens to working with the new age startups firms like SmarTek21, it has been a truly enriching journey of building multiple platform products and solutions for clients across the entire data and AI value chain, right? And what has been truly amazing is to witness the humongous potential of the technology, especially the emerging tech, right? And how to basically leverage it to create colossal business value for our clients and other stakeholders. So all in all, it has been a roller coaster ride, but a good one.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, for guiding us through. Now I would like to ask you, like, what are your methods of team or people management?
Team and people management. So I think this part is pretty much simple, right? So what I personally believe is that people want to be part of something that allows them to or helps them to grow holistically by unlocking their true potential, while at the same time providing a sense of purpose and sense of belonging, right? So I totally debunk the transactional aspects of management, which is more authority driven, in the favor of something which is basically more participative, transformative, and what we call truly caring servant leadership, right? So that is how I basically guide and manage my team, right? I inspire them to action, right? Given an extreme ownership is something which I truly believe in, identifying an high potential, equipping them with all right set of resources to so that they can perform very well in their job, right? And then paving the path for their growth within the organization. If you can do these things right, I think everything else is going to fall into place. And that is how I think the true blue powerhouses are created.
All right, I guess that was really short and precise, and that is actually the most difficult thing to handle a team. So everyone has different theories.
Handling machines is easy, right? I think you can champion algorithms easily, but to champion people, right, and to be able to basically bring difference to the life of people and to be and to make them part of something big is something really challenging and difficult. I totally
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. Absolutely. And now I would like to ask you, like, what advice would you give to young professionals in your industry?
Okay, a piece of advice. So I would say, see, I would like to answer this question from my own perspective and from what I've learned over a decade of career in basically the technology industry, right? So what I personally believe that professional life is a triangular arbitrage between what you learn, what you apply, and what you create, right? So what you learn is basically the different dimensions of learning that you have in your professional life, right? What you apply is basically it comes to the application part of it, right? How you apply what you have learned across the use cases or the kind of problems that you face in the real life, right? And what you create talks about the innovation, right? So again, so if you are able to strike a balance between all these three nodes of a triangle, right, between these three aspects, and if you can blend it with pure passion and grit, I truly believe that you become a blitzkrieg, a force to be reckoned with within an industry, right? So it is very, very important to be able to strike a balance between these three aspects in your professional life. No matter no matter what your field is, or what your chosen endeavor is, right? if you are able to strike a balance between, again, I reiterate, what you learn, what you apply, and what you create, again, you can become a subject matter expert in the field of your choice. And more than that, recognized innovator and a thought leader.
Thank you so much for explaining that so nicely. And I really hope that the young professionals who are actually watching and listening this get to learn a lot. And because, this is something that is coming up from a professional like you. And yeah, so I hope this turns out to be a good, something that they can relate to. And now that you're an entrepreneur yourself, so please tell us something about your current firm, SmarTek21.
Okay. So if I have to talk about SmarTek21, so SmarTek21 is a new age technology firm, which is a pioneer in the space of data and AI automation, right? So this year itself, we got ourselves listed onto the Gartner's Magic Quadrant for the conversational AI platforms, right? So we are leaders in the conversational AI platform category, and we are trying to establish a pole position or take a pole position in the data integration and API integration space, right? So this is a truly a tech company which is trying to empower the new age organizations, especially the new age digital and agile organization, in their digital transformation journey by providing cutting edge platforms and constructs, right? So that is what sums up SmarTek21.
Really great to know about that. And now I would like to ask you, like, what actually excites you about SmarTek21?
Okay, what excites me is basically the freedom to experiment and the wings to that I have to fly within the SmarTek21, right? So we are true believers in the future, right? And we want to create cutting edge platforms and constructs which will be able to create the true digital future of the new age enterprises, right? So in this journey, many a times we have come across a scenario, a situation or scenarios wherein we had to experiment with plethora of ideas, right? Jettison few of them and take few of them into basically productization scaling, right? So this fascinating journey of the freedom to experiment with the new set of solutions, right? To be able to pivot with experiment with a lot of ideas and to pivot to a few of them, and basically the complete I would say autonomy to be able to create solutions for the future is something which I enjoy at SmarTek21, right? So we truly live and breathe technology, and we truly believe in the transformative potential of the technology. And yeah, and we espouse our values through our work. So these are the things which really excites me about SmarTek21.
Technology actually motivates you, right? So it
Absolutely
keeps you moving.
The business application of the technology, right? So the ability to create colossal business values for the client and for the industry that I am in, right? By leveraging the technology, especially the emerging tech, right? So yeah, technology at the end of the day, in my opinion, is an enabler, right? It is not the core of the business itself, right? So barring few technologies like AI, which are also becoming central to certain businesses, right? But I still believe that technology is an enabler, right? And it is giving you a power to basically unleash a lot of things which were initially not possible, right? So yeah, I think we have come to a situation wherein we need to leverage technology more and more for the betterment of for the betterment of the enterprises and the clients that they are serving at the end of the day, right? So yeah, it is all about application, right? And remember I talked about the triangular arbitrage, right? So again, what you learn, what you apply, and what you create has to be in complete tandem and balance.
Amazing, amazing. I really appreciate that. And how does SmarTek21 differentiates from its competition?
Okay, sure. So that's an interesting question, right? And a very powerful one, right? Because every business has to differentiate its offering with respect to the competition. So what we believe is that we are trying to address the white spaces in the data and AI value chain, which which have not been either addressed or which have went unnoticed, right? So as to be, and as I was mentioning earlier, right? SmarTek21 believes in the value chain thinking, right? We are not basically believers in the piecemeal solutioning or quick fixes along the data and AI value chain, right? So we have a value chain system thinking, and we are trying to create the platforms which will be able to solve the problem holistically across the data and AI value chain, right? So this is what, so we have created unique off-ramps in not only the conversational AI space, but also in the data wrangling and the data integration come API management space, right? So this is the sustainable in the era of invisible competition. We are trying to create sustainable modes by addressing these white spaces in the data and AI value chain, right? So this is what differentiates SmarTek21 from the rest of the competition.
Thank you so much for sharing such great insights with us. And we look forward to having a chat with you again in the future on some of the trending topics in the international business industry. And for our viewers, if you like this chat with Mr. Abhinav Pandey, please like and share this video. Try to click Away Creators YouTube channel to appreciate what we do. And you have more coming from the industry leader. So this is Nikhil for BizzTalk World.